Hi, GEO 110. This is Dr. Chris Eby. I'm here to walk you through the rocks lab. Um, it's pretty straightforward. There are some small errors in the rocks lab, but it's not anything that's going to really affect what you're doing. It's just in the materials list. So let's go ahead and take a look at the lab. So if we go to the materials list, we can see that you've got to have all of these huge pile of materials. You do not need that pile of materials for this exercise. The exercise, there used to be another exercise attached to it, and they kept the materials list by accident. That's what happened. The exercise itself, all you really need is the rock kit. So let me stop share for a second. This is the rock kit. It says rock on the side of it. It's also the bigger of the two kits. And yeah, and you're only for this lab, you're only going to be looking at these first eight. So the top two rows here. Okay, so you're only going to use those first eight. Now let's go back to the identification. So to actually do the identification, you're going to need this rock identification flow chart. Unlike the mineral chart, this chart is very good. This is a very good chart to use. It's very clear and easy to use. I hope this goes a lot more smoothly than minerals did. So let's click on this. And we can see that you really don't need this second part, minerals. That's not for the identification. All you need is it felsic, intermediate, mafic, or ultramafic, and the different textures, which you should have read about in the introduction. So to kind of compare and contrast, we're going to take a look at two igneous rocks in your table, in your kit. And I'm just going to stop share for a second so you can see them big. So this one right here is got you can see the crystals easily. Those flecks, those are crystals that have grown together. Okay. And it's hard to see on my camera, but you should be able to see the same number one. It's got a lot of pink and little flecks of black. Now, what does that mean? Pink is considered a light color. So this number one, because it's mostly pink, that would be considered, and not black, that would be considered felsic. Number three, on the other hand, is all gray. Gray is considered dark, and it is therefore mafic. Now, another thing, you'll be able to discuss the crystal shape and size. Once again, those textures were discussed in the introduction, but very quickly, number one, you can see these crystals. You can see them with the naked eye. Number three, you can only feel them with your finger. You can't really see fully grown crystals with the naked eye. So let's see where number one is on the chart and number three. So let's go back over here. So number one we said was mostly pink and therefore it's felsic. We then go down, 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 down to the textures. And we said it had big crystals. The word for big crystals is phaneritic. And so where this column matches up with this row, it says granite. So number one is granite. Now for number three, the gray one, that we said was, oh, I switched them up. I'm holding number one. There's number three. Number three is a darkish gray, right? That means that it is mafic. We go down the mafic row. I can't see the crystals, but if I touch it with my finger, I can feel the roughness of the crystals in there. So that means it's got small crystals. The word for small crystals is aphanitic. So I go down the mafic column, shoop, 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 down the mafic column, and then where it intersects the aphanitic row, we now have basalt. Okay, so I gave you 2 out of the 8 so far. You've only got 6 left. You can do this. Don't be afraid to reach out to me for any questions. This lab is clearly a lot better organized, and the charts that you need to use for identification is a lot better more organized than it was for the minerals. So I think it'll be going a lot more easily. Um, I hope you have a lot of fun with it and enjoy playing with rocks, and don't be afraid to reach out with any questions.